They're falling like flies, ladies and gentlemen. My name is LP, writer and creator of the comic book Nyobi and Savage Sin, and an avid casual gamer. And one of the games I did try back in the day of maybe a year or two ago, was this multiverse game. Warner Brothers, the Warner Brothers copy of Smash Bros. Basically is what this is, right? Free to play. You can buy the characters, you can unlock them, but it was a bit of a grind. Fun game nonetheless, but it was a Smash Brothers ripoff that you can muddle through for free. Then they had shut it down. Then they had brought it back. And guess what, folks? Now they're shutting down again. MultiVersus is shutting down, this time for good. It will go offline in May. That's right. So not that long away. The next season of MultiVerse will be the crossover fighting games last. Warner Brothers Games announced on Friday, which is just today, that development of the MultiVerse is ending. And that the game will go offline May 30th. May the 30th be with you. The day that the upcoming Season 5 comes to a close. MultiVerse will remain playable offline, the publisher said, both locally and against AI opponents. The game will no longer be available to download as of May 30th at 9 a.m. Warner Brothers Games has already ended real money transactions for the game, so don't bother buying anything, meaning players can no longer purchase premium currency Gleamium. Well, that's probably actually a good thing. No more ripping off the customer base. Look, like I said, I have this game. I don't know if it's still installed, but if it's not still installed, I will download it and reinstall it just so I have a copy of it. Because even though they're not going to do online matchmaking and they're not going to continue with any more characters or seasons or whatever, the bottom line is it's kind of a decent little game, just to play with your buddies at the house, a little party game. You can pass the controller around and it's a fighting game, but it's a kiddie fighting game, right? It's just something, you can knock off for shits and giggles while having a couple of beer. So it's good for that. Season 5 of the MultiVerse will bring 2 new playable characters to the roster. DC's Aquaman and Looney Tunes' Lola Bunny. Well, you see, I'm going to be a Lola Bunny main. That's what's going to happen there. WB Games said that all Season 5 content, including the 2 new characters, are earnable through gameplay, and the 5th and final season of MultiVerse will kick off on February 4th. We want to thank every player and person who has ever played or supported MultiVerse, Warner Brothers Games said in a statement. All of us on the Player First Games and Warner Brothers Games teams have poured our heart and soul into this game. We will be forever grateful for the incredible support of the MultiVerse community throughout this journey. Doesn't sound like you got much support, though. Because if you had the support, I don't think you'd be shutting down the game this time for good, as Polygon has stated. So I don't know who you're thanking, but I mean, it seems like people kind of have abandoned this game, for better or for worse. MultiVerse was originally released back in the turbulent times of July 2022, right in the heart of COVID, right? Well, towards the ends of COVID, I would say. In what Warner Brothers and First Player referred to as an open beta. About a year later, the publisher and developer took MultiVerse offline to retool the game's netcode, matchmaking, and progression systems. Also while developing new characters, maps, and modes to boost the cadence of new content. MultiVerse was relaunched in May of 2024, so not that long ago, with a long list of changes and new characters. But some of those changes didn't land with players, and after 2 initially strong launches, you're only supposed to have 1, but after initially 2 strong launches, interest in the game appears to have waned, according to data from Steam charts and Twitch viewership. Well, yeah, I mean, you took it off the board. People forget, right? It's like in wrestling, and a wrestler gets injured or they get hurt and they go away. And you go, yeah, I remember that guy, but I haven't seen him in months, and you kind of forget and you kind of stop caring and you move on, guess what, to other games. The reason why no one's playing MultiVerse now is because you waited too long to get it back out there. And 2, they moved on to other games like Marvel Rivals, which I'll be playing later tonight. When Season 5 comes to a close, MultiVerse will feature 35 playable characters from a wide variety of film, television, and comic book franchises. The Smash Brothers-inspired fighting games roster includes characters like the Batman, Superman, Rick and Morty, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy and Velma, and Tom and Jerry. They also got Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, Lola Bunny, the whole rest of them. Since returning in 2024, they have added Jason Voorhees, The Matrix, Agent Smith, Mr. Anderson, and the Powerpuff Girls Beetlejuice, and so many more. Multiverse is free to play and will be available to download on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and the Series X. Well, there you have it. So if you're a fan of this game, I'm sorry about the bad news. It won't be continuing on, at least on an online aspect. No more new seasons, no more new characters, no more new maps, no more new game modes, whatever the case may be. But like I said, I have played it. It is a fun little game. I will keep it installed since we can play it offline. Like, I like playing fighting games when it's just me and my friends anyway, because there's more of a connection. There's more of an experience in there. You know, over the Christmas holidays, I had a buddy of mine over that was down home for the holidays. Came over, drank some rum, and we played some Tekken. You know, and it was just kind of fun to have someone in the room with you playing. Like, you know, back in the day when you would say play GoldenEye or something along those lines. So fighting games for me are always going to be cool like that. As long as it's a 2-player game or 4-player game, hey, you know, let's fucking rock it out. As far as playing online, I could care less about ranked play, to be honest with you, or laggy online play. So the fact that the game is free, as long as I can still unlock the characters in the offline mode, we're golden. We'll have a silly goose time, as a level 2 would say. So, I mean, are there any multiverse fans out there? Because if so, you know, let me know in the comments. What do you think about them shutting down? Do you plan to still continue to play the game offline? Who is your favorite character and why? Who is your daddy and what does he do? So lay it all on me down in the comment section below. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, all the usual bullshit. And of course, as always, stay tuned from a word from our sponsor. This has been the news. And just who is today's sponsor? Well, it's me, Austin. It's been me all along. That's right. I am my own sponsor. We do our own business and we do it differently here. And one of the things I would like to show to you here today is our eBay page. If you're looking for those Nyobi variants you may have missed in the past, maybe you're missing out on a few back issues. Maybe you never read Savage Sin. Maybe you're a fan of Paul Green and you never got his cover the first time around, or a John Stinsman, or a Joel Souza, or a Randy Green, or a Justin Hunt, or a Greg Bo Watson, and the list goes on. Jamie Tyndall. Here it is, guys. Chris Enoch, R.B. White. It's all here. Trade paperbacks, single issue, Savage Sin, Nyobi Origins, Nyobi Outbreak, Nyobi Birthright. It's all here for you to catch up on. And while you're doing that, why not look good while you do it? Come to the Nyobi Spring Store. The links there will be in the chat. You guys can get something for the women, something for yourself, maybe a nice coffee mug, maybe a nice hoodie. How about an awesome, you know, sweatshirt, poster, or wall flag? I'm going to be adding new stuff to this store as well. So come and get what's here. Come and get it while it's hot. Nyobi Teespring Store. Nyobi the eBay store, and stay tuned for more news coming soon. Peace.